I am so excited to get into this one today because we are breaking down the absolute mechanics of literally the most intricate fictional museum heist in New York's history. We're jumping into a wildly thrilling scenario set in 2026, and we're going to dissect exactly how an impossible crime was pulled off right under the noses of the world's tightest security.
Okay, let's dive into this. Every system has a weakness. Every camera has a blind spot. And sometimes all you need to steal a masterpiece is a little smoke. That right there, that is our central premise today. Think about it. No explosives, no massive Hollywood-style server hacks, just a brilliantly executed blind spot. It fundamentally changes how we even think about breaching heavily guarded spaces.
So, what kind of target actually warrants this level of absolute genius? Well, try $450 million. That is the staggering value of the prize here. A Caravaggio painting titled The Taking of Christ. Now, this masterpiece has hung perfectly safely on the walls of the Metropolitan Museum of Art for 40 straight years. Literally millions of people have walked past it, but nobody has ever dared to touch it. Until tonight.
Section 1. The target and the trap.
To really appreciate the elegance of this heist, we have to understand just how invulnerable the Met was supposed to be in 2026. This isn't just some smash-and-grab jewelry store. It's an absolute fortress. The thieves are up against practically impossible odds. We are talking state-of-the-art motion sensors, thermal cameras, intricate laser grids, floor pressure plates, and obviously armed guards and K9 units. The whole environment is designed to catch absolutely anyone. So how in the world do you beat a fortress like that? Well, you don't bring an army, you bring a scalpel.
Section 2. Meet the heist crew.
Now, what's really interesting about this is how an impenetrable fortress actually requires a highly specialized, deliberately tiny team rather than some massive, noisy crew. Let's talk about the hyper-specific skill sets of our four specialists. We've got Gus, a 59-year-old former art restorer. He knows how to cut a canvas out of a frame in under 60 seconds without damaging a single thread. It's wild. Then there's Nia, our 34-year-old chemist, who invented the unbelievable thermal blocking smoke we'll talk about in a second. Leo is a 28-year-old urban climber who practically lives in the blind spots between cameras. He scales sheer walls with 0 ropes. And finally, Simone Delacroix, the 46-year-old mastermind. She doesn't look for technical flaws, she exploits psychological ones.
Section 3. The Smart Smoke Strategy.
This right here is the core mechanism that makes the entire break-in physically possible. It's where chemistry literally defeats technology. Naya's invention, Smart Smoke, isn't just your standard thick smokescreen. It's a polymer-based aerosol carrying a static charge, and what it does is it clings directly to the museum security sensors, blinding the thermal cameras for exactly 4 minutes. But the absolute kicker? It remains completely transparent to the naked eye. So the security guards staring at their monitors, they just see a sudden whiteout of smoke, but with 0 heat or flames to trigger fire response. Meanwhile, the crew in the room can see perfectly. The only catch is it only lasts for an incredibly strict, unforgiving 4-minute window.
Section 4. The Execution and the Twist.
The clock is ticking, and the pacing of this operation is just relentless. Every single second matters. At exactly 1:47 a.m., Leo scales the east wall, again, no ropes, and picks a forgotten roof lock in just 22 seconds to get him inside. Fast forward to 2:17 a.m., Nia is standing in the European Masters Gallery and releases the smart smoke from modified fire extinguishers. Down in the security room, boom, the monitors instantly go white. The guards see a smoke anomaly, but no heat, no flames. They are totally paralyzed by confusion. And up in the gallery, the crew has total thermal invisibility for the next 4 minutes.
So, the crucial point is how unbelievably fast Gus has to move within this blinded room. It's such a clinical procedure. Step 1, he slices the security cables with wire cutters. The alarms won't trigger because the sensors are totally blinded by the smoke. Step 2, he uses suction cups to safely lift a $450 million masterpiece right off its mounts. And step 3, he rolls the canvas gently, like a sleeping child, into a carbon fiber tube. The whole thing takes just 60 seconds. It's flawless execution. But then, an anomaly happens.
They hit a massive complication. The planned target was the $450 million Caravaggio, right? But right behind where that painting just hung, Simone makes this totally unexpected discovery. A hidden Leonardo da Vinci sketch worth $200 million. Now, Simone is the mastermind who never, ever hesitates. But here, she freezes. She wants that sketch. Gus is frantically warning her they are completely out of time, the smoke is clearing, and this agonizing twist creates a fatal hesitation as that strict 4-minute clock runs out, forcing them to sprint with literally seconds to spare as the guards finally close in.
Section 5. The Underground Escape. Okay, so the guards have found their entry point, and the crew is now in a desperate flight from the museum's basement. And the juxtaposition here is fascinating. The crew just bypassed a ridiculously high-tech 2026 fortress using state-of-the-art chemical smart smoke, right? But their escape route? It's a muddy, low-tech, half-mile crawl through unmapped, cobblestone Victorian tunnels that were built beneath Central Park way back in the 1870s. It is cold, it's pitch dark, it's incredibly claustrophobic, and it ends with Leo literally having to physically break open a rusted grate with a crowbar just to get out into the night air.
Section 6. The Ultimate Vanishing Act.
Just as they scramble out of the tunnels, the FBI is waiting. Enter Agent Sarah Chen of the Art Crime Team. And what ensues is this intense psychological cat and mouse game. And this brilliantly illustrates Simone's multi-layered long con. Simone actually contacts Agent Chen, offering both the Caravaggio and the Da Vinci in exchange for her freedom. She fully knows Sarah's going to say no. So when Sarah inevitably betrays the deal and shows up with armed agents, Simone is already 10 steps ahead. She has Gus burn their Brooklyn warehouse to the ground as a massive diversion, which allows the entire crew to escape on a private plane out of New Jersey. The Caravaggio vanishes forever. And that Da Vinci she supposedly hesitated over in the museum, get this, she had actually already stolen it years ago and left it in a Geneva safety deposit box for her estranged daughter. The hesitation was a complete ruse.
Security is not about walls and locks. Security is about psychology. That's Simone Delacroix for you. She played the FBI perfectly because she deeply understood how they think. In the aftermath of all this, the crew successfully scatters across the globe. Gus goes to Italy, Nia to Ghana, Leo to Colorado, and Simone? She ends up living this quiet life in a small town in the south of France, working in a bakery, completely undetected and finally at peace.
Which leaves us with this final, lingering thought for you to take away. Did Simone steal the Caravaggio just to get rich? Or, after 20 years of running and constantly looking over her shoulder, did she orchestrate the absolute perfect crime, anticipating every single betrayal and every twist, simply to finally go home? It is a brilliant psychological puzzle. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Until next time, keep questioning what you